2017. This meeting is being recorded, and it's also being shown live on Channel 9. The recordings will be shown through the week. Okay, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chairman, while we're all standing, I would like to mention the passing of former Selectman Frank Torres. Frank served as a Selectman 15 years. Frank was in office when the town celebrated its 250th anniversary. When I was working on the book for the 300th, he filled in a lot of spots and a lot of spaces and gave me a lot of advice about what had happened at the previous one. Frank has been a fixture around town, having worked at Arnold Hoffman and Company, and I think it was ICI when he retired, became a businessman with F.J. Torres Real Estate and Insurance. He's the kind of a person that leaves a mark on a community, well-known, well-respected, a nice guy. And in his honor, I would request a moment of silence to recognize his passing. Amen. And our sympathy to his family.
Yes.
And his
Absolutely.
friends.
Thank you, Nancy.
Mr. Torres actually sold our family our first house in Dayton.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mr. Torres got the house that we're living in
Yeah.
when we were looking for a house.
Okay. Public input. Nobody here, so I guess there'll be no public input. Old business. Ratify the firefighter union contract.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board ratify the collective bargaining agreement with the firefighters union.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That one's out of the way, that's good. The next one is office at the current police station.
No, take your time.
Take your time.
We don't have any public. Thank you.
The police department wants to build a little office, to put gun safes and that kind of thing, and so the request has come to us, and from Chief McDonald, and he submitted a list of supplies they would need to build this office. I think they're going to do the work themselves. So then we asked our building commissioner to take a look at it. So his recommendation, Selectmen, the police department has a need for a secured room to store gun cabinets and investigative related items. The current police facility has enough available floor space to construct a small room within its existing footprint to accommodate this need. I've reviewed the submittal by Chief McDonald for the related material associated with the build-out of this room. It appears adequate. I would ask that the Board of Selectmen appropriate $600 to fund the construction of this room. The additional funds will cover any miscellaneous charges that may occur. So it's really it's a wasted space they have right now, but they need to make a secure room for the gun cabinets and the investigative materials. So.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the request of the police chief for the expenditure of $600 to construct a, what do we want to call it?
Secure room.
Secure room at the police station.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Great. Good. New business. Ratify the clerical union contract.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the board vote to ratify the collective bargaining agreement with the clerical union.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
And that's number 4.
That's right. I think we're all set now for next year when we have to negotiate a police contract. Okay. And a recommendation from the Zoning Board of Appeals for a new member.
You mind if I read this, Mr. Chairman? I have a special fondness for the zoning board.
Okay.
It is addressed to the Board of Selectmen, and it's addressed to Chairman Taylor. It says, "Dear Chairman, I am pleased to recommend Timothy Rhines to become the newest member of the Zoning Board of Appeals. He has vast experience in government operations, requirements of boards, and knowledge of town bylaws. He will be an asset to the board. He has shown a dedication to the town over the years. I look forward to his appointment. Thank you. Respectfully yours, Kenneth J. Pacheco, Chairperson, Zoning Board of Appeals." Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion, to recommend Mr. Timothy Rhines to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second?
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Congratulations, Mr. Rhines.
Don't forget to come in and take your oath of office.
He knows. They said he knew the bylaws, so.
We have a correspondence from the fire chief.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman.
Okay, this is from the fire chief, Chris McGee. I'm writing this letter to inform you that on November 1st, 2017, I will be appointing 2 new members of the call fire ranks. The new members are as follows: Zachary Stress and
Streese.
and Dylan Borges. Both of these candidates come from our junior firefighting program and already have a great deal of training and familiarity with our department and equipment. I've started the process of Call Volunteer Fire Academy enrollment to get them into the next session, which starts in March in Fall River. So that's great that we're getting new firefighters up from the junior firefighter program. Great.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we acknowledge the appointments of Zachary Streese and Dylan Borges to the Call Firefighters program as submitted by Chief McGee.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Before we
carries.
move on, I just wanted to say Chief McGee is newly appointed as the permanent fire chief. And I remember when we interviewed Chief McGee, he mentioned how important it was to boost up the call membership within the fire department. Good work, Chief.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, we have a correspondence from a resident regarding Dayton Police Department.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman?
Mind if I read this since
Oh,
it's
no,
on
go
my,
ahead.
happened on my street? This is a letter from a resident, and I'm just going to read exactly what he wrote. I'd like to take a moment to praise the fine work of the Dayton Police Department. Back in August, a very serious incident or event took place at my home. It was necessary for us to call 911 for help. While the event unfolded quickly, it was amazing how fast our Dayton police arrived on the scene. As you might imagine, it was quite chaotic when they arrived. Order was restored very quickly, and we immediately felt safe again with police at our house. As I watched the officers work, I was very impressed with their efficiency and professionalism. It was a rather long night of crime scene investigation and witnesses giving statements. Again, the department's professionalism was appreciated, but another thing stood out to me, there was a certain professional level of compassion that was shown to my family. I'm not in law enforcement, but I imagine the job of investigating a crime scene needs to be done through an objective eye. So I actually expected, well, I guess, a less sensitive demeanor. I watched Detective Richards and the other officer address my wife and 2 daughters with the utmost respect, as well as myself. After what my family had been through, this was, capital letters, very much appreciated. After Detective Richards and the state police had concluded their on-scene investigation, we were allowed to clean up the mess. The next morning, we were met at Taunton Courthouse by Detective Richards, and once again, very professionally informed me of the steps in the process. I feel it is very important for you and our entire community to be aware of what a great job our police department is doing for us. You know, it's fun to hear people compare our little town to Mayberry RFD, since that town was a fictional slice of utopia. But I, for one, can tell you that police that showed up to help me back in August weren't Andy Taylor and Barney Fife. They were a well-trained, professional group of men and women that the town of Dayton should be very proud of and feel secure in knowing that they will be there when you need them. We appreciate that very much. I've heard a lot about that incident, and I think our police department and everybody involved did a very professional job, and we're very proud of the job that they did. So, okay.
That's great. Good work, DPD.
Yep. We got a mass.
That's another example of somebody sending in a letter
Yeah.
to report something really worth hearing about.
Right.
Job well done.
And we appreciate those kind of comments, because, we don't always hear the good stuff as much as we'd like to. We know what's going on out there, but,
I also wanted to commend Mr. Richards on his appointment. I remember I saw on Facebook on the Dayton Police Department page that he had received an appointment from Sheriff Tom
oh, I saw
Hodgson.
that, yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Richards. You're making us all proud.
What was his appointment?
I apologize if I don't get this right. I want to say something within the sheriff, the Bristol
Maybe a
County
deputy-
Sheriff's.
maybe a deputy sheriff.
I think it was
I
a
think it was
deputy.
Oh, very good.
Okay, we got a Mass DOT notification.
Thank you. I'm gonna move this, sorry. Here you are.
There you go. Can't read anymore, if you don't mind.
Oh, things are looking up. This is from Mass Department of Transportation. This is a construction notification for the town of Dayton. And the area is Route 138. Beginning on October the 30th, various locations sidewalk repairs will be undertaken. Reconstruct 3 new cement concrete WCRs, something crosswalks, and 2 crosswalks at the Main Street intersection. The contractor is LAL Construction. The hours of operation will be 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. There will be advance warning signs, traffic cones, and police details, because at times 138 will be limited to 1 lane. The estimated work period is 4 to 5 days, weather permitting, and the duration could last longer. So that's very good. Going to be working out at Main Street.
Absolutely.
Anything they can do at Main Street intersection is
Will
a
Absolutely.
help, correct.
Thanks for reading that. Okay, reports?
I was gonna say, I didn't have any meetings this week. I didn't have any meetings, but I gotta tell you, last week I went to the Aggie School open house. That was wonderful. I was able to get there ahead of time, get a lot of pictures. Bumped into more people that I haven't seen in years, and actually got to go up to all the animal displays. Got to meet Billy the donkey.
How did that go?
Billy likes to have his picture taken. But it was, I was very surprised. I got there shortly after noontime. It opened at 11. I was surprised at the number of people that were there. I kept thinking, there won't be many people. And then when I got there and saw all the crowds, I was thinking, isn't anybody working today?
Yeah.
When I was up at the dairy barn looking out across the field, the big parking area on the north side that they had mowed, it was half full.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, and on the weekend, they said Saturday and Sunday, it was just packed.
No, I went on Sunday and I practically had to park on the Taunton River because there was no space. It was busy.
And it was all ages that were there, and the weather was beautiful. It was like a summer day. I made the mistake of parking in the driveway over here behind the memorial, figuring I'd walk over there. Well, I only had my camera bag with me, which I came back carrying. That was full of baked goods I bought at the students' house, and a house plant. And I carried that all the way up to the end of the animal area, thinking I could sneak through the back and come out across the field. That didn't happen. So,
Yeah, it's an incredible school, and they do
It is.
incredible work, and, we're so fortunate in Dayton to have Bristol Aggie, Bristol Plymouth School, and also our DR. Great education opportunities for kids in this town, so we appreciate all that you do, teachers and administrators and everybody. I have a report. There was a police station committee meeting this morning, which I attended, and it was really just the construction contractor was there, and it was really just to, tidy things up and get a schedule and get things moving. Tentatively, well, work will begin next week on, at the site, putting up some fencing and doing some clearing and leveling. And then tentatively, and we'll have more information to follow, on November 8th at 10 o'clock in the morning, there will be a groundbreaking ceremony. So I'm waiting to get a confirmation from the project manager early next week. And once we get that, we'll put out a more formal notice of that in a press release and invite a bunch of people, so.
so November 8th at what time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So, and we'll could do it at night.
No, it's okay.
If you want to do it in the dark.
I
with
have
flashes.
sick time, don't worry, I can't be in any pictures, okay?
You should look really ragged.
I just wanted to commend the police station building committee again. I'm really, really proud. I know the townspeople are excited about it, and good work to all involved, Pomeroy, Tecton, DPD, great work, everyone.
So, yeah, great job, and this has been a long time coming, but we're there.
Am I the one putting the shovel in the ground?
I got shovels for everybody.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna have hard hats. I got my own hard hat. I still got one left over from the last bridge that Tommy let me borrow.
So you knew you were saving it for a good reason.
Okay, we skipped over the
Announcements.
announcements, so let's do announcements. You want to start?
Yeah, sure, I'll do the first couple. Trash bags, sharps disposal containers, and recycling stickers are all for sale at the Board of Selectmen's office. Please call 508-669-6431 for more information. There are vacancies on the Land Use Committee, Capital Outlay Committee, Zoning Board of Appeals, Cultural Council, and the School Building Study Committee. So we're looking forward to receiving your applications and your resumes. The Sojourn Bears program is looking for volunteers to stuff and sew bears. They meet on the fourth Monday of the month from 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon at Lincoln Village. And I'll hand it over.
Okay, there'll be a flu clinic on October 26, 2017. That would be tomorrow. Hosted by the Dayton Council on Aging in the lower level of Town Hall from 12 to 2. Please bring your insurance cards. You must be 18 or older. If you have any questions, please contact Rite Aid at 508-676-3370. They're the ones that are actually conducting the clinic, but good opportunity to get your flu shot. There'll be a Household Hazardous Waste Collection Day on Saturday, November 4th, 2017, from 9 to 2 at the Dayton Transfer Station on Tremont Street. For more information, see the flyer located on the town website under Board of Health, or you can call 508-669-6431, option 4, and that would be the Board of Health.
Before we move on, I just wanted to say one thing about Hazardous Waste Collection Day. It is a free event to the public. However, certain items such as propane tanks do come with additional fees, so please check the flyer. It is possible the particular items you are looking to bring may be associated with a fee. Thank you.
And is it check only, or do you know?
I don't know. I apologize.
I think it is check only.
It usually is
It usually
Yeah.
is a...
at the transfer station.
The 13th Annual Dayton Lions Art Festival will be held on November 5th at Arugio Farms from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. There will be arts and crafts, music, food, and activities. Shuttle service from Mannheim Auto Auction will be provided, and this is sponsored by the Dayton Lions Club. This will be the largest arts festival we've had so far. We have 88 vendors. We're actually setting up another tent out in the parking lot to accommodate. And I was I'm responsible for assigning the booths, and we could have had another 15 or 20 vendors. It's such a popular event, and word of mouth is everybody wants to come to it, so anyways, we hope you show up. It's a little inconvenient, you have to park down at Manheim, but there's just no room to park anywhere up by Arugio, so. You want to go from here?
There will be a free Veterans Breakfast on November 11th, 2017 at 9 a.m. It will be held at Father's House Family Church, 207 Main Street. If you need a ride or to RSVP, please contact Veterans Agent Don Hershey at 508-669-4524.
Selectman Goulart, do you know, so we went to this last year, Jack, I'm sure you go every year. It is a free veterans breakfast. Is it open to the public or just to Dayton veterans?
I know veterans can bring their spouses or guests.
Family, yeah, right. So it's not open to everybody, it's really for the veterans, but
Correct.
like Nancy said, they can bring guests.
There will be a dedication ceremony for the Frank G. Costa Memorial Park held on November 11th, 2017 at 11:30 a.m. at the park. Light refreshments will follow. This is open to the public, and the park that we're talking about is the little area on the left side as you approach the Berkeley-Dayton Bridge, where the little pier is. That's where our memorial park is. That will be dedicated in Frank Costa's honor. The next Dayton Lions Food Bank distribution will be held on November the 18th in the lower level town hall from 8:30 to 10 a.m. And the lights on ceremony will be held on Saturday, November 25th, 2017. Volunteers and donations are still needed. Contact Sue Medeiros at 508-669-6431, option 3.
Great, thank you. Okay, we have acknowledgements. We have anonymous donation.
Thank you. And then I moved it back. Sure. Dated October 23rd, 2017, from the Executive Director, Miss Alice Souza. A $97.92 donation was made to the Council on Aging and was deposited. The town accountant and the town treasurer have been notified. Alice. She's just Alice now.
We know who she is. Thanks.
Mr. Chairman, if you're accepting motions, I make a motion to approve the donation made to the Council on Aging in the amount of $97.92.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Mr. Chairman, I do have one other announcement. And this will probably be in the newspaper within the next day or two. The wake for Francis Torres will be held at Crapo Hathaway Funeral Home in Taunton on 138. The wake is going to be Sunday, the 29th, from 3 to 7 p.m. The funeral will be Monday, October 30th, 10 a.m. at St. Nicholas Church on Spring Street in North Dayton.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, approval of minutes. Okay, we're not going to do.
No
okay.
minutes.
No minutes.
And warrants.
Mr. Chairman, I move that warrant 17A-18 in the amount of $82,360.31 payroll. Warrant 17B-18 in the amount of $16,145.95, and warrant 17C-18 in the amount of $222,507.07, the last two being accounts payable, be approved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Wow. Less than half an hour. You got here just in time for us to adjourn. Okay, so, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we adjourned from this meeting. We had opened an executive session earlier before this meeting, and we will reconvene that in just a few minutes. Okay?
Can you take a minute?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Cable. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
Cable.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.